Singa Market, Kano, a prominent and major central distribution and marketing point of foods and beverages. From this market, huge variety of packaged foods and drinks are being distributed to various selling points across the city of Kano, just as hundreds of trucks on daily basis leave the market for neighboring states. However, some few years back, Singa Market was suddenly thrown into crisis when apparently a contaminated food additive, otherwise known in Hausa as HANTSI, believed to have been brought out from some stores in the market, found its way into many homes across the city of Kano. Consumed as an additive to fruit juice and other milk products, the substance left so many people hospitalized.
There is a case of HANTSI who happened to be even escalated not only Singa Market, but others market we have in Kano, especially Rimi Market, Sabongari and others.
It's a concentrated chemical used to add in Rani. So mistakenly some people start selling it as what? Sweetener. It's not sweetener. So before you know it, this from the source, the case is escalating, people are buying. And then this is associated with cost, the current economic situation of the country. If the sugar, people that cannot afford sugar, they're now thinking that when they get sweetener, it will replace the sugar.
This devastation prompted swift action by the government of Kano State.
Measures was taken at that time is a government interfere into the issue, really, by coming into the market, I think following the news they had on radios, some of the Hausa radios here in Kano, and they make a very serious action on it by bursting into many stores where those HANTSI we are stalling there. Then after all, the people arresting that engaging on the issue been taken to police station and later charged them to the court.
All efforts to have some of the victims recall the circumstance failed. However, authorities are putting all their strength in order to avert recurrence of the incidents in the future.
The current Commissioner of Ministry of Commerce come up with innovations trying to identify and register all the suppliers, manufacturers, distributors of businesses in Kano. That is one. Number two, the legislation is also trying to make the amendment of the existing laws in the state. Not only Consumer Protection Council, the public health entirely, the food inspection laws. From the Consumer Protection Council, we are happy that we now have all the power and privileges to inspect food and food-related items, to inspect the manufacturers, even the manufacturers, suppliers, dealers. We do stop food on the containers or on the, they call it courier. The food items, we do inspect it there. Where we are suspecting, we do take it to laboratory for laboratory analysis.
The measures we take is we appoint somebody who happens to be a commander, a security in charge. It's an elected person, an elected personnel into the office at the same time that have to do with those issues. Anything that is contaminated, anything that is not good for people to consume, anything that is not proper for people to take to bring it into the market is answerable to that office.
During an award night in 2021 Workers' Day in Kano, the then Governor Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje approved the increase in retirement age of teachers to 65 years. This he does in response to federal government similar gesture.
In Nigeria, people want more years, isn't it? You know why they ask for more years? Because life here is very difficult. If you can survive here, you can survive anywhere. I don't blame them. The thing I pray for is hope that by the time they get to that years, they will still have the energy to work.
I'm not in support of that. I am of the opinion that it is better when you are 60 years of age, or you have reached 35 years in the service, you quit and allow the younger generation, to get the remaining opportunity.
Based on the experiences of some retirees in the state, there is every reason to experience fears of where and how to start after retirement.
You have to make a plan because you are venturing into a new life. Venturing into a new life in the sense that you are losing your previous position, previous status, and previous stand into a new one entirely.
So the implication is life will not be the same as when you're under employment. So it is going to be prepared for well before the time comes.
Issues such as I don't have capital, I don't have idea of any business, and lots more keep disturbing many people that are at the verge of retirement.
Because you see them going to offices, going to your houses, borrowing, asking for this, asking for help, this and that, because they have misused their retirement benefits.
There are instances of workers experiencing one problem or the other, of health or depression as a result of such situation.
Some will start looking for, a house to live. And because I retired probably as a director or as a PAMSEC, I have to, look for a house befitting to me. So they will end up, renting even the house. And when that rent expires, they have nowhere to go.
On the contrary, those workers that in one way or the other have alternative sources of income after salary might prefer retirement life than the work life.
There shouldn't be emphasis on, young men and women to go for government job. They are supposed to be encouraged, to get self-employed, get, what they can do so that eventually they too can become employers of labor.
Civil servants in Nigeria, they have to look what is happening or what is going to happen after the retirement. They have to plan. We have different sectors in the business. We have agriculture and we have fashion designs. We have a lot.
You start as civil servant on grade level, say 8 after your degree. That's where you start. Yeah. Now, gradually you will go to grade level 10, 12, up to 17. Or even if you are lucky, you go somewhere, they give you bigger position without any grade. Now, the higher you go, the hotter it becomes. The higher you go, the more responsibility you get, the more you think of your job, not of yourself or your family.
If you are a civil servant, my advice is that one should start preparing for his retirement immediately he joins the service.
Some believe that workers in Nigeria need to use their extra time to build a business, nurture it, to grow patiently towards a joyous retirement life. Kano Emirate is one of the longest standing seat of power in the whole of West African sub-region. For more than 5 centuries ago, very little has changed as far as rich cultural practices and heritage that everyone here is proud of. Gidan as the household is popularly called, sit on about 10 hectares of land and compose of 8 royal courts in Hausa called Fada. For the first-time visitor to the palace, the traditional designs on the walls will merely connote beauty, but it is much more than that.
It connotes many things. It depends on the place. Sometimes it's a history, just like murals on the wall. You will see the sword, the knife, the calabash, this and that, and you see the geometric design, the star. Most of the design are out of the star formation, as it is in geometry. And then that star is very important astrologically because normally it's a northern star, which is part of the ruler, is guided by one of the ruling stars, Zuhal in Arabic, they call it Zuhal.
Formation of Emir's collection of regalia is remarkable. The colorful designs on the flying gown called Babbar Riga means a lot.
There is a flying gown, Babbar Riga, that has a decoration called two knives. The two knives is a sword used during the lifetime of the Holy Prophet. So it signifies, it has some meaning to
It's
it.
history.
Yes. And there is magic square. You see about 5 boxes, which if you cycle them, it will give you 3x3 matrix. It's a magic square.
It will interest you to know that even the process of sewing this regalia requires specific times and conditions.
In fact, even the time upon which they will start sewing the gown, they have to consider good time astrologically with sort of incantation or recitation of the verses or the names of Allah. So it is not only for, in fact, it is more for protection than aesthetics.
The turban itself tells who the bearer is.
It's kind of turban tells you this is an imam, or this is a prince, or this is a title holder, and that. Anybody you see with 2 rabbit ear on his turban is a princely title holder, or even the emir.
One unique valuable object of culture is a twin spear, which is peculiar to the Emir of Kano.
It is only the emir that uses the twin spears. He's the only one that wears the ostrich feather shoe. So he's the only one that uses bow and arrow to walk around.
Other symbols such as trumpets and drums are mainly for communication purpose. The scope of life is enormous and could have been covered by the trending Hausa musical artist in Kano to send crucial messages to the people. Today, huge proportion of musicians here sing mainly for love and marriage to entertain merely their young peers. Most of them hold the viewpoint that they are in business, thereby go for what is needed in the market.
Industry ya taso ne ga kai waka film a biya ka, so haka aka riga aka saba. So suke ganin kamar idan ba wakan film suka yi ba, so ba su da wani ta hanyar da za su samu kuɗi. So idan kuma babu riba a ciki za ga al'ummar mu ba kowa ne zai wani abu dan kishin al'ummarsa ko yana son ya cimma wani ƙudiri mai kyau.
Others believe that like Kannywood Hausa films, Hausa musicals are the offshoot of Indian musicals that are merely for love.
The background and the foundation of Hausa films and Hausa music comes from India. So that is why, and when you look at it critically, about 80 to 90% of the Indian films are based of love.
In recent years, few other musicians chose to explore the wide neglected aspect to make stronger impact on lives of the people. Adam Abdullahi Abubakar, popularly called Fresh Emir, is into Hausa hip-hop style of music, and with that, he delved into social circumstances such as kindness, poverty, sympathy, governance, respect for elders, and role of parents.
Ba sai ka yi waƙar soyayya ba kuma sai ka yi waƙar batsa sannan za ka ɗaukaka ba, kuma abinda matasanmu ya kamata su fahimta cewa kada su la'akari da kuɗi, domin wani abu mai kyau shine abin da ya kamata. Duka abin da za ka yi, muna kallon magabata a ce mazan jiya sun yi abu kaza na gwagwarmaya kuma yanzu ba sa, amma aikinsu mai kyau din yana ne.
His song Akume Bakin Magana is on rape cases occurring in our society.
Like Fresh Emia, Akume Bakin Magana. When you look at his hip-hop style, it's directly sending a good message to the people and good message to the governors, trying to bring about their eyes in something that they don't know.
Ayo, da magana. Ayo. Ina da korafi kan kananan yaran da aka ciwa zarafi, mu tattauna akan shi, gani na zayafi, mun bar matsalan haka ta yaya zai tafi. Dole mu gyara, saboda haka na jawo asara na rai da dukiya domin kwadayin nera. Da yarka ce ta yaya za a yi haka ka fara. Kwadayin dukiya koko saboda neman duniya ya saka mai da kanka kare mara zuciya. Magana na kiya kan fyare, wani katin ba za a biyar ka ya fyare, kana ji kana gani amma kana zoron fade. To in maka fada a banza, saboda shi wanda ya yi abin yana da bosa. Za a ta ja maka hankali har ka ga babu hasa, ba kai wasa ba sunayar ka sa a canza. Mana sai a kira ta karuwa, in karamati a kira ta mai roƙon ruwa. Ka rasa mai mutane suka ɗauki rayuwa, yana da kyau mu dauko wacce mace yar ruwa.
Hardcore hip-hop style is usually known to go with abusive language and even insult performed.
Jama'a assalamu alaikum, ga cikakkun labaran tare da ni Murtala Abdullahi Hamza. Gwamnatin jihar Kano za ta ci gaba da haɗin gwiwa da masarautun gargajiya domin cimma manufofinta na bunƙasa harkokin ilimi. Gwamna Abba Kabir Yusuf ne ya bayyana haka yayin da yake karɓar bakuncin sarkin Kano na 16 Muhammad Sunusi na biyu, wanda ya kai masa ziyarar gaisuwar sallah a fadar gidan gwamnati. Abdullahi Mustapha na da cigaban wannan rahoto.
Uku ga sallah na ɗaya daga cikin muhimman lokuta a bukukuwan sallar. Bisa al'ada, sarkin Kano kan yi hawa zuwa gidan gwamnati domin yin gaisuwa ga gwamna. A wannan shekara sarkin ya isa kofar gidan gwamnatin a mota, inda anan ya sauka kuma ya karasa zuwa ciki a doki. Ya samu tarba a madadin gwamnan jihar Kano Abba Kabir Yusuf, daga kakakin majalisar dokokin jihar Kano Jibril Ismail Falgore da sauran manyan jami'an gwamnati. Baya ga gaisuwar sallah, shugabannin sun yi amfani da damar wajen tattauna muhimman al'amura da suka shafi ci gaban jihar. Ilimi da kiwon lafiya da tsaro su ne aka fi mayar da hankali a tattaunawar.
Kuma ina kira da iyaye da su kula da 'ya'yansu wajen bayar tarbiyya mai kyau, su kuma ja musu kunne da su kasance masu bin doka da oda.
Sarkin ya yaba wa kokarin gwamnati wajen ware kaso 30 cikin 100 na kasafin kudinta ga fannin ilimi, inda ya kira ga iyaye da su yi kyakkyawan amfani da wannan dama.
Wanda yake da mata a cikin gidansa da ta aure ya hana ta karatu, tana son karatu, ya bar ta je makaranta.
Sarki Muhammadu Sanusi na biyu ya kuma ba da tabbacin haɗin kai da goyon bayan masarautar Kano wajen cimma shirye-shiryen bunƙasa ilimi na gwamnatin jihar Kano. A maraicen Asabar kuma, gwamna Abba Kabir Yusuf ya jagoranci jami'an gwamnati wajen halartar bikin hawan daushe a masarautar Gaya. Hawan sallah ya samu halartar baki daga ciki da wajen Najeriya. Abdullahi Mustapha, labaran NTA.
A yayin da al'ummar musulmi ke ci gaba da bukukuwan sallah karama wadda ta kawo ƙarshen watan Ramadan, al'ummar Kirista sun taya su bikin babban wannan rana tare da fatan alheri da inganta zaman lafiya tsakanin al'umma. Fatima Sunusi Karaye yana da ci gaba wannan rahoto.
Na miƙa saƙon taya murnan bikin sallah ga 'yan uwansu musulmi tare da farin cikin kammala azumin Ramadan lafiya. Da dama sun ce wannan biki ya wuce batun addini, yana nuna ƙimomin soyayya, sadaukar da kai da zaman lafiya.
Yayin da muke ma musulmi barka da sallah, ina roƙo kada mu ga kanmu kaman ba 'yan uwan juna ba, mu dinga ganin kanmu kaman 'yan uwan juna tunda tushen mu guda ne.
Wasu Kiristoci sun kuma jaddada al'adar karɓar abincin sallah daga abokansu musulmi, suna bayyana hakan akan matsayin wata alama ce mai ƙarfi ta haɗin kai da girmama juna wanda ke ƙarfafa dangantaka a tsakanin al'umma.
To, ji mamanku? To, an gode, Allah ya maimaita mana. Kaji ka ce an gode. Yawwa.
Halima Yahaya ta ce tana matukar farin ciki da yin bikin sallah tare da 'yan uwanta musulmi, wani abu take ganin matukar muhimmancinsa.
Ana ta kawo abinci, ana ta kawo abinci, ana ta kawo abinci, ana ta kawo abin sha. Wannan yana nuna mana cewa mu ɗaya ne. Duka mu 'yan Najeriya mu ɗaya ne. Ma'aji zancen addini, muna ƙaunar juna mu gaskiya.
Shugabannin addinin Kirista sun yi kira da a ci gaba da zaman lafiya.
Wannan watan da muke ciki mai albarka na Ramadan ya kasance wata ne wanda za mu ci gaba da dogaro ga Ubangiji a kowane yanayi a matsayin shine kadai zai iya biyan bukatar mu.
Da muke ita ce yanda muka tsaya muka kame a cikin azumin watan Ramadana, Allah ka sa bayan sama matasan mu su kame su ci gaba da wannan ibadun da wannan bautar a cikinsa.
Sun kuma jaddada cewa dole ne Kiristoci da Musulmi su ci gaba da inganta zaman lafiya, haƙuri da haɗin kai. Saƙon da ita ma Halima ke jaddadawa. Fatima Sanusi Karaye, labaran NTA.
Ma'aikatan gwamnati a jihar Kano sun koma bakin aiki bayan hutun karamar sallah, inda jami'an suka buƙaci ma'aikata da su ci gaba da nuna ƙwarewa, jajircewa da kuma kiyaye ingantattun ƙa'idoji wajen gudanar da ayyukansu. Aisha Usman Abubakar na da ci gaban wannan rahoto.
Aiki ya dawo a sakatariyar tarayyar Kano yayin da ma'aikatan gwamnati ke komawa bakin aikin su bayan hutun Idil al-Fitr. Bilkisu Shehu mai mota, mai rikon kujerar shugaban ma'aikatan gwamnati, ta yaba da jajircewar ma'aikata tare da kira gare su da su ci gaba da sadaukar da kai wajen gudanar da ayyukansu.
Su fito su ci gaba da aikin su yanda ya kamata, bisa la'akari da kokarin da gwamnatin nan take yi wajen kyautata ma'aikata.
Ziyarar da aka kai sakatariya ta nuna cewa ma'aikata na gudanar da ayyukan ofis yadda ya kamata yayin da harkokin aiki ke dawowa yadda ya saba. Wasu daga cikin ma'aikatan sun bayyana hutun a matsayin mai kwanciyar hankali da jin daɗi, inda suka nuna shirin su na ci gaba da gudanar da ayyukansu.
Mai da kasarar da ni gashi aiki aka kama, katar da ni akan teburi na, ina aiki. Ba abin da sai dai godiya, mai Allah godiya. Kan wannan mun je lafiya mun dawo lafiya.
Gashi yau mun dawo kan aikinmu. Ina kira ga kowa da kowa a ci gaba da kula da aiki yadda ya kamata.
Yayin da dawowar aiki ke tafiya yadda ya kamata, an mai da hankali ne wajen tabbatar da ci gaba da aiki da kuma ingantacciyar hidimar gwamnati a faɗin sakatariya. Aisha Usman Abubakar, a labaran NTA.
To jama'a, labaran suna zuwa muku ne daga nan gidan talabijin na NTA Kano. Labaran za su ci gaba bayan wannan.
Sumo Zinc nake amfani da shi.
Allah.
Kuma har yanzu bani da wata matsala.
Kai, amma na gode.
Sumo yana da kwari da juriya, baya tsatsa, kashi kala-kala, zane daban-daban. Ana iya samun su a ko'ina a faɗin ƙasar nan. Don kamfani ko ma'aikata, gida da Sumo Zinc Galvanized Roofing Sheet za su samu titiri a Bimbola Street, Solo Industrial Area, Solo Lagos. Su suke samar da su. Ku bar gidan ku ya tsaya tare da Sumo. A kula da Sumo Zinc na boki, haɗi da mai tambari irin na Sumo wanda ba su yi rajista ba da son.
Turka shi, Hausawa kan ce gani ya korji. Wannan shine Zaitun Hotel da ke ƙwaryar birnin Kano, inda muke da kulawa da bakinmu wajen samar muku da kayayyakin more rayuwa na zamani domin walwala da jin daɗin rayuwarku a tare da mu. A A Zaitun Tower Hotel mun tanadar muku da isassun ɗakunan kwana daidai da bukatunku waɗanda suka haɗar da basic single, standard, classic, deluxe da kuma precious executive a turanci. Saura da me muna da ƙwararrun ma'aikata da kan dafa abinci a restaurant ɗinmu na sassan duniya kala daban-daban. Sannan akwai room service order ga reception desk namu domin isar muku da abin da kuke bukata. Akwai mu da gurin wanki wato laundry da wajen kula da ababen hawanku daga security unit na Zaitun Tower Hotel. Za ku same mu akan titin Zangero daura da ofishin zaɓe na INEC da ke birnin Kano. Zaitun Tower Hotel muna da fitattu kuma ƙwararrun ma'aikata domin kulawa da walwalar bakinmu. Domin ƙarin bayani ku tuntuɓi waɗannan lambobin waya da kuke gani a akwatin talabijin ɗinku. Sai kun zo.
Step into a world of comfort where relaxation meets luxury and every moment becomes a beautiful memory. At Porto Golf Resort, we don't just offer a stay, but deliver an experience. From weekend getaways to corporate retreats, school excursions, and unforgettable celebrations, we provide the perfect setting, serene environment, top-class hospitality, modern event facilities, and delicious meals. For your bookings and reservations, call us today on 090 60 70 72. At Porto Golf Resort, we don't just offer a stay, but deliver an experience. From weekend getaways to corporate retreats, school excursions, and unforgettable celebrations, we provide the perfect setting, serene environment, top-class hospitality, modern event facilities, and delicious meals. For your bookings and reservations, call us today on 090 60 70 7243 or 01 34 70 05 22 and email at reservation@portogolfresort.com. We are located at Regional Local Government Area along Gizawa axis. Porto Golf Resort, it's a different world.
Barkamu da dawowa. Yayin da al'ummar musulmi ke bankwana da watan Ramadan mai alfarma, malama addinin musulunci suna tunatar da al'umma da su ci gaba da ayyukan alheri da suka saba da su a lokacin watan Ramadan. Sun buƙaci riko da waɗannan darussa a matsayin hanyar rayuwa ta dindindin. Elizabeth Gilalamido na da ci gaba wannan rahoto.
Da komowar harkokin yau da kullum bayan sallar Idil Fitr, mallamai na cewa babban jarabawa shine yadda za a ci gaba da aiwatar da waɗannan kyawawan ɗabi'u a rayuwar yau da kullum. Ana karfafa musulmi da su sarkake zukatansu, su karfafa dangantakarsu da Allah tare da nuna tausayi da jin kai ga sauran mutane.
A Ramadan ne ko ba a Ramadan ba, ana son ya zama musulmi. Musulmi shine mai ɗabbakanta dukkanin umarnin da Allah subhanahu wata'ala ya masa, ba sai lalle a iya Ramadan ba, domin manzon Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam ya ce ka tsoraci Allah, kai masa biyayya a duk inda ka kasance, a kowane hali kake, a kowane lokaci kake.
Malamin ya kara da cewa yin azumi bayan Ramadan, musamman azumin nafila na ranakun Litinin da Alhamis, na taimakawa muminai wajen ci gaba da ladabi da tsayayyen ibada ta ruhaniya. Wasu mazauna gari ma sun bayyana irin wannan ra'ayi, inda suka lura cewa watan Ramadan kan haifar da sauye-sauye masu kyau a dabi'a da kuma dangantaka tsakanin al'umma.
Abin da ya kamata dai mutum ya dore a kai shine kamar irin na filfilin dare da ake yi dinnan, yana da kyau idan mutum yana so ya gama da duniya lafiya, ya haɗu da ubangijin shi cikin salama, ya rike su, ya yi kokari ya rike su.
Kamar nafiloli haka, zuwa zikiri, zuwa istighfari, duk jama'a dai a daure a dan dinga daurewa ana kokari a kai gaskiya.
sakon ya kasance a bayyane. Ko da yake Ramadan na ɗaukar wata guda ne, darussansa an tanadar da su ne su zamo jagora na tsawon rayuwa. Elizabeth Lamido, labaran NTA.
To an gaishe da Elizabeth Lamido, sai kuma bangaren rahotannin wasannin namu na yau.
Manchester City ta doke Arsenal da ci 2-0 don lashe kofin Carabao. An fitar da Carlos Alcaraz, gwarzon dan wasan nan na daya a duniya daga gasar Miami Open. Moses Itoma zai fafata da Jermaine Franklin a Manchester, Ingila. Kurt Kitayama ya samu nasara a gasar 3M Open.
To jama'a iyakacin abin da ya sauka kenan, a huta lafiya.
Thank you for joining us on NTA Kano News. I am Masood Aliyu. Kano State Government will continue to collaborate with traditional institutions to achieve the objectives of its educational development agenda. Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf stated this while receiving the 16th Emir of Kano, Muhammad Sunusi II, who paid him a Salah homage at the Government House. Abdullah Mustafa has the reports.
Day of Salah in Kano is one of the most colorful moments of the season. It is traditionally marked by Emir of Kano's visit to the Government House for a Salah homage. This year, the Emir arrived at the entrance by car but dismounted to ride into the premises on horseback. He was received on behalf of Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf, who was outside the state, by the Speaker of the Kano State House of Assembly, Jibril Ismail Falgori, alongside other top government officials. Beyond the exchange of Salah pleasantries, the visit provided an opportunity for the political and traditional leaders to discuss key development issues affecting the state. Education, healthcare services and security featured prominently.
Our foods in place adequate security measures while continuing to prioritize social development and the provision of critical infrastructure for the benefit of our people.
The Emir commended the government's allocation of 30% of its budget to education and urged parents and guardians to take full advantage of the initiative. The royal father also assured of the traditional institutions' continued support in achieving the state's educational development goals. In Kano, Abdullah Mustafa, NTA News.
As Muslims mark the end of Ramadan, the spirit of Eid al-Fitr is transcending religious lines in Kano, with Christians joining in the celebrations, sharing goodwill, strengthening bonds, and promoting peaceful coexistence. Fatima Sunusik Arai reports.
Christians in Kano are joining their Muslim neighbors to celebrate Eid al-Fitr, sending warm Salah greetings and sharing in the joy of Ramadan's completion. Many say the festivities go beyond religion, reflecting shared values of love, sacrifice, and peaceful coexistence.
I want to say that the lessons that are learned there, they are for us. Those lessons should not end with Ramadan. those lessons should continue.
Some Christians also highlight the tradition of receiving Salah meals from Muslim friends, calling it a powerful symbol of unity and mutual respect.
This is another set of food we are receiving. I believe this is the 8th time of collecting food, so this is love.
That was Halima Yahaya expressing her excitement while receiving Salah meals from her Muslim sisters, a gesture she deeply cherishes.
It's a joyful thing for me to celebrate Salah with my Muslim brothers and sisters.
Christian clerics have used the occasion to call for lasting harmony, urging Muslims to uphold the lessons of discipline, compassion, and generosity from Ramadan.
Fasting is a kind of spiritual exercise which is called for unity, and also, all the citizens of the nation to accommodate each other despite all the differences we have.
The Christian and the Muslim, we are all Nigerians, just to come together and celebrate and also pray for our country.
A message Halima also echoed. In Kano, Fatima Sanusi Garai, NTA News.
Civil servants in Kano State have resumed duty after the Eid al-Fitr holiday, with officials calling on workers to maintain efficiency, dedication, and high standards in service delivery. Aisha Usman Abubakar reports.
Activities are picking up at the Federal Secretariat Kano as civil servants return to their post following the Eid al-Fitr holiday. Bilkisu Shehu Maimuta, acting head of service, commended workers for their dedication and urged them to remain committed to their duties.
Everybody is expected to be at his duty post to continue with his work with zeal, commitment, and determination.
A visit to the Secretariat shows staff attending to official responsibilities as normal work resumes. Some workers described the holiday as peaceful and refreshing, expressing readiness to continue their duties.
I'm calling for the all civil servants of Kano State to be well dedicated to their work, to keep their work very well, as they took promise from the board.
Like you have met me on my desk, working, and I'm back to duty.
With resumption on the way, focus is on sustaining momentum and ensuring effective service delivery across the Secretariat. Aisha Usman Abubakar, NTA News.
You are watching the news on NTA Kano. There will be more reports after this time out. Stay with us.
I have a lovely family, one big family, who are willing to fix me when I'm broken, willing to help me clean my stains, willing to right my wrongs, willing to help me stand. Yes, I wish I have a lovely family, one big family. Scold me when I'm failing, willing to help me win trophies, willing to feel my pains, willing to dry my tears. She know be fighting, no, not good thing I know. Yes, I know. Oh, are willing to scold me when I'm failing, willing to help me win trophies, willing to feel my pains, willing to dry my tears. True life story.
Step into a world of comfort where relaxation meets luxury and every moment becomes a beautiful memory. At Porto Golf Resort, we don't just offer a stay, but deliver an experience. From weekend getaways to corporate retreats, school excursions, and unforgettable celebrations, we provide the perfect setting, serene environment, top-class hospitality, modern event facilities, and delicious meals. For your bookings and reservations, call us today on 090 60 70 72. At Porto Golf Resort, we don't just offer a stay, but deliver an experience. From weekend getaways to corporate retreats, school excursions, and unforgettable celebrations. We provide the perfect setting, serene environment, top-class hospitality, modern event facilities, and delicious meals. For your bookings or reservations, call us today on 090 60 70 7243 or 081 34 70 05 22 and email at reservation@portogolfresort.com. We are located at Regional Local Government Area along Gizawa axis. Porto Golf Resort, it's a different world.
As Muslims bid farewell to the holy month of Ramadan, Islamic scholars remind believers that discipline, self-restraint, and devotion cultivated during the weeks of fasting should not end with Eid. They urge that these lessons be carried forward as a lifelong way of living. Elizabeth Hilalamido reports.
With the return to normal routines after Eid, clerics say the real test lies in sustaining these values in daily life. Muslims are encouraged to purify their hearts, strengthen their relationship with God, and show compassion to others.
Ramadan period is a kind of period whereby Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgives sins, and at the same time it's a period whereby moral discipline is inculcated into the spirit of human being. So it's expected that as human beings we emulate those principles, we continue to exhibit them throughout our lives.
The cleric added that fasting outside Ramadan, such as voluntary fasts on Mondays and Thursdays, can help believers remain spiritually disciplined. Residents also share similar views, noting that Ramadan often brings positive changes in behavior and community relations.
What we need to inculcate is majorly the midnight prayers, which is good to maintain if we want to finish well in this world. Like prayers and constant remembrance of Allah and seeking repentance are the things we all should try and be observing.
The message remains clear. Ramadan may last for a month, but its lessons are meant to guide a lifetime. In Kano, Elizabeth Hilalamido, NTA News.
Our sports correspondent is standing by with happenings in the world of sports.
Manchester City defeat Arsenal 2-0 to clinch the Carabao Cup title. World number 1, Alcaraz is eliminated from Miami Open. Heavyweight prospect Moses Itoma set to face Jermaine Franklin in Manchester, England. Kurt Kitayama secures victory at the 3M Open.
And that's all we can take for today's segment. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.